Blue Nose Audio presents Target for Treason, Book 4 in the Security Specialists, Inc. series, written by Laura Scott, narrated by Melissa Moran and Alex Knox.
Chapter 1. January 30th, 7:10 p.m., Washington, D.C. Lina Parker paused for a moment, glancing up and down the street that was illuminated by streetlights and the full moon. The metro station she'd recently exited loomed behind her. She told herself the Asian man watching her over the top of his book was nothing more than her overactive imagination, as there was no sign of him now. A gust of cold wind made her shiver, and she broke into a brisk walk. Her stomach was knotted with a myriad of emotions, from anticipation to anxiety. Tonight, she'd meet a member of her mother's family for the first time. Lina had been born in the U.S., but was curious about her Chinese roots. She participated in several DNA websites, searching for family connections over the past 2 months, hoping to find someone she was even remotely related to. Having been born here in D.C. and losing her parents when she was young, she'd been raised by her father's family. She truly loved her Parker grandparents, but they weren't remotely interested in the Chinese culture. In fact, they'd given her the distinct impression they'd have preferred that she'd forget all about her mother's heritage. Stumbling across her mother's sister was far more than she'd ever expected. It was exciting to meet a blood relative from her mother's side of the family, especially to find one here in Washington, D.C. Yet it was difficult not to be concerned, as Xu Yan Chen had wanted to keep this rendezvous a secret. That odd request, which Xu Yan had refused to discuss further except in person, was largely why she let her imagination run wild during the subway ride. Clearly, she needed to stop reading suspense novels. When Lina reached the next intersection, she turned right and headed up toward Turtle Park. Not for the first time, she thought it a strange location for a meeting. The place was in the process of being renovated, the large track front loader and dump truck sitting idle in the middle of winter. The recent storm dumped a 3-inch layer of pure white snow, some of which had begun to melt. As she entered the park, her footsteps slowed. The area appeared completely deserted, likely the reason Xu Yan had chosen it. The woman's need for secrecy was a bit concerning. Lina pulled the dark cap more firmly over her long dark hair as she searched for the trio of birch trees Xu Yan mentioned. Turtle Park wasn't that large. After walking another few minutes, she caught a glimpse of the trees on the other side of a large excavator digging machine. She stopped for a moment to see if Xu Yan was
Sample complete. Ready to continue?